Welcome everybody to the 2018 Pan American Championships, hosted by the Pan American Racquetball Confederation under the International Racquetball Federation. My name's Tim Baghurst, and I'm joined by IRF Hall of Famer Gary Mazeroff. Gary, we had expected to have started this match, but we're not starting yet. Tell us what's going on.
We have what's called in Espanol a demora, a delay. You're watching Gabriela Martinez and Maria Renee Rodriguez from Guatemala warming up. Meanwhile, just before this, the other team, Team Colombia, Adriana Riveros and Cristina Amaya, were warming up. Our head official, Sergio Acuna, noticed that Amaya was warming up with her sweatpants on, and her partner was not. And the policy is that both players have to warm up in identical uniforms. If both players elect to wear their team warm-up, that's fine. They can do that, and then they can release them before they play. Same with the jacket. So it's a technical foul, minus a point. So if you look at the scoreboard, when we start, it will be whoever's serving. Let's say Guatemala earns the right to serve. It'll be 0 serving -1. Also, during the 4-minute collective warm-up for Team Colombia, Cristina sustained a minor injury via contact. I think her racket or her partner's hit her in the wrist. Subsequently, we're looking at it. A medic is looking at her wrist. We're confident that they will play the match. And this comes under the guise of injury timeout. She's entitled to collectively over the match 15 minutes.
Right, I'm just looking at her to my left. It looks like she's getting it taped up. She seems okay though, not too distraught. She's smiling actually. I think she'll be okay, good to go. So we'll see how that transpires. It's certainly a dynamic that we didn't expect at the start of this match. What we do see is Guatemala warming up as the #1 seeds, which I think that's a first for them. And why? Well, because they beat Mexico in the round robin and therefore claim the top seed from their pool.
Yes, different dynamic for Team Mexico. They brought 3 ladies. In the recent past, they were bringing 2, and Salas and Longoria would each play singles and doubles. They brought Alejandra Herrera from Monterrey to play doubles with Paola, and they need to get acclimated. We're confident they will by the time this tournament is over. Also, you have Gabby playing with Maria Renee again. More recently in the junior division, she was playing with her sister in doubles. So this is certainly a top-tier team. As you said, Tim, they earned the #1 spot for the Sembrada, the playoff.
Well, we've also seen how the playoffs can certainly change things around. Top seeds aren't always guaranteed an easy match. Example being Aranda Racich this morning, who defeated Maria Jose Vargas in 2 straight, and yet in the round robin, Racich had lost to Carla Munoz. And so there's an example of round robin. Yeah, it definitely helps to get a nicer seed, but not always in this situation.
Correct. And Maria Vargas had defeated Paola in the round robin as well in a tiebreak. Tim, we're in day 6 of a total of 8 days in this event. It seems like we've been here for 2 weeks. Wonderful hospitality, by the way. It's great to be back here in Temuco. Yet at the coaches' meetings and some faux pas committed by a number of teams, one would think that by day 6 in the elimination play that a coaching error would not occur at this point in time, yet we see -1 for Colombia.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is I guess the rule this week that has been the most contentious has been the doubles uniforms, and we've seen some multiple technicals that have taken place. Meanwhile, our players are getting ready for their photos. Over to court number 4, I would inform you that Rodrigo Montoya of Mexico won the first game 15-12 against Andres Acuna, but Andres Acuna has game point 14-7 in the second.
And if one looks at the monitor here, you see Sergio Acuna, Andres' younger brother, who is the head official for this match. Talk about dynamics. 12 countries represented in this event, the 31st edition.
So here we go. Rodriguez for Guatemala on the right, Martinez on the left, Amaya on the right for Colombia, Riveros on the left. Good start for Guatemala. It's what they wanted.
Tim, Adriana hails from La Paz, Bolivia, and recently she qualified to represent Team Colombia. So the ladies' side for Team Colombia has elevated its stature with her quality of play.
Little slap of the thigh from Martinez. Side out. The pair only get one opportunity to earn points the first time each team starts a game.
Notice what Christina did, Tim. High lob, left side, her partner's side. So they're feeding Gabby. We'll see what the call is. Safety hold up. Now in the U.S. that would be a real compromise because one is not able to move until the ball crosses the plane of the receiving line.
Soft touch from Amaya on the right side.
Colombia scored 2 points and is back to 1. Tim, I love the dynamic with Colombia. It's arguably Amaya is the better of the two players, yet she's playing right side. That's a great squash shot, and she has a squash history.
Well, the other thing I thought interesting is she's serving over to the left side of Martinez. Martinez, on paper, the better player in singles for sure.
Took it out of the air and reversed it. Winner, hand out.
Smooth backhand from the left-sided Colombian. 4 serving 2.
Tim, the way the seeds go here in the quarters, correct? Top seed's playing number 8. It's a heck of a number 8 seed, Colombia.
Wow, tough shot from Martinez. Took it early with her forehand, side out. We do see runs occur a lot more in doubles than they do in singles because both players have an opportunity to score points.
Great serve, Maria Renee, right side winner.
One suspects Amaya was looking at the Z serve.
Certainly the influence of Coach Tom Travers playing with that drive serve line right side.
Smart shot from Martinez, another point for Guatemala. Both Colombians stuck on the right side.
Pounding drive serve straight in, to see if Amaya can negotiate her good return. Doesn't matter on that one, double fault. So once the score is called, folks, you see Team Guatemala has changed positions. Gabby playing right side now.
Wow, terrific serve. Ball popped up. Rodriguez puts it down on the backhand. So all of a sudden we see Martinez serving on the right. And it looks like Colombia are playing I formation. Gary, explain what that is.
Well, in this case, it's not that they're precluding one from playing, although Amaya, who's the deeper of the two players, got screened out. I'm not convinced that this is a great strategy. Errant shot by Maria Renee. So Colombia coming in serving 5-7 as they call it timeout. Timeouts in each of the 3 games are 1 minute in length. Each team is entitled to 2 per game. The break between first and second and third games, if it happens, the tiebreaker happens, 2 minutes.
Well, you mentioned on paper Amaya being probably the better of the 2 singles players. I wonder if this I formation is a result of her injury before the match began.
Could be, could be.
And in some instances, this can also cause Guatemala a little bit of something to think about, because they're ready for 2 people side by side, and all of a sudden their dynamics have changed too.
Yes. But, Travers has a history of lining his team up, and Gabby has played that, especially when her sister was her partner. They played the I. So they'll probably know how to respond to that. Good point on that injury. And maybe that's why Amaya's on the right side, although who knows what the injury is. It could affect her backhand or forehand more than the back, we don't know. Yeah, you can see her swing has been compromised. When she's been successful, she's been pushing the ball into the corner. And she's trying to attack that ball. She's not able to.
So if I'm Guatemala, I might want to cover the front a little bit more.
Great shot, right side winner. 6-7, 7-7. Game 1, quarterfinal women's doubles. Winning team to play tomorrow in the semis.
Good shot. Rodriguez on the right side, half out, second server. And a lucky bounce in the back, a little smile from the 2 Guatemalans, but they'll take it side out.
Okay, Tim, they're going back to the I formation. Last inning, they got a direct drive left side. Nobody saw it. It was a winner. So the longer team Colombia can hang around, the more successful they'll be. Ooh, errant shot by Gabby.
She had an earlier tiebreaker win over Argentine Natalia Mendez. So she'll be in the semifinals tomorrow.
Notice how that ball wrapped around, and Gabby had the wherewithal to turn with it, hit a forehand winner right side. 3-wall fault serve, second serve. Said earlier, Tim, once the referee calls the score, both the serving team and receiving team collectively have 10 seconds to be ready, either to initiate the serve and or to be ready to receive the serve. And failure to do so results in, the first time for each, a warning technical, no point deducted. Anytime in the match it happens again on either side, it's either a side out or it's a point scored.
Guatemala earn a side out. It's 7 serving 8. Back to the I formation they go. To Colombia. There's a poor return from Riveros to the middle. Martinez puts it away to tie it up.
Function of the great Z to the right side. Goes back, but misses it. No call.
Riveros wanted a skip. Looks like Riveros is asking for line judges.
I think initially she thought that her return of serve was down. No call made by Acuna. A good ref's not going to make the call unless he sees it. So he didn't think it was down. They continued play, and consequently Rivero skipped the next ball in.
So players may request line judges. Over to court number 4, a little update. Reminder, Montoya won the first over Acuna 15-12. And in game number 2, Acuna was up 14-7, had multiple game points. It's now 13 serving 14. We'll let you know how that goes. But great comeback from Montoya. He's fighting to win this in 2. Meanwhile, we're just waiting for line judges. So it's a slight delay, but the advantage of line judges is if both line judges overrule the official, the call is overturned. And Riveros there was quite convinced about that poor decision from our ref, or at least her interpretation is a poor decision. You can make up your own minds, that they requested line judges. So we have an appeal system in place where 2 line judges, one on the left, one on the right, will make a decision themselves. If both line judges overturn the official, the call is reversed. But for now, it's 9 serving 8. Good serve. And Amaya skips it. Waist high, puts it in the floor. A point for Guatemala. And that's a nice touch from Rodriguez on the right side. It was a good serve. Again, the ball came back to the middle and she flicked it into the corner. Skip ball, surely. Indeed, it was called. So here's an interesting story. It's Colombia who requested the line judges. There was an intermission. And it's Guatemala who've taken advantage of that to really race to a 12-8 lead. Tough serve. Martinez puts it down, reverse pinch winner. Ball kisses the sidewall, dies in the backcourt, second server. 2 points away from game 1.
So Tim, as you said earlier, they may request 2 lines people. We have Jorge Romero from Argentina and we have Gustavo Farel from Uruguay as the last
Little fist pump from Rodriguez. It was a bit scrappy. She put the ball down. It's game point number 1, Guatemala. What a turnaround after that appeal request, Gary.
Yes. It's obvious that Amaya is compromised here. Not sure how long she could last.
And I think Martinez got hurt in that exchange. Not exactly sure what happened. Eight serving 14.
Trying to make up for that contact, put it in the floor. 9-14 game 1.
Serving over to the left side again. Beautiful from Rodriguez right side. So I wonder, Gary, if this is a tactic just so that Amaya doesn't have to hit more balls down the right side, serving over to Martinez. It's definitely something we haven't seen much of before.
See if we can pick that up, information up between games, Tim. So they've closed the spread to 4 now. 10-14, second server.
Amaya skips it into the floor, side out. Game point number 2.
Out.
And here we go. Martinez switches Rodriguez over to the left side. Let's see what serve she comes up with. Yeah, you can see Amaya definitely hurt.
Oh my. Skipped it in. So Team Colombia staved off 3 game points. Meanwhile, they closed the deficit to 4 from the previous inning.
That's a smart shot. Second server. And you can see Amaya holding her arm.
Riveros actually has a better backhand than forehand. Racquetball instructor. I believe she still lives in La Paz. Guti was telling her to be aware of that earlier. They didn't pick it up. Side.
Rodriguez puts it down right side. Still game point. This is number 3, I think. 4, excuse me. 14-11.
Dead ball hinder replay, first serve.
Change of serve.
what happened there, Tim. We talked about the Travers drive serve direct. You can return it great, but we don't think you can. That ball kissed off the right side wall into the middle, and it put Maria Renee out of position.
So that's a replay decision. Martinez held up slightly to avoid hitting her opponent. Great serve. Ace serve. There's game one. Guatemala take it 15-11. Over to my left, Montoya down 14-7. Finds himself a 15-14 winner in game two. And he advances to the semifinals over Andres Acuña. What a match that turned out to be. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back for game number two between Guatemala and Colombia. Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, joined by Gary Mazeroff. What turned out to be quite a interesting game one, Gary.
Absolutely. Dynamic has changed because Amaya, arguably the stronger of the two Colombians, is compromised. She sustained an injury during the warm-up period. What I gathered, it was outside the court. She tried to negotiate the post, the wooden post, and the post won. So now the left side, or the pinky side of her hand, is bruised and swollen, and it's not allowing her to grip the racket the way she would want to.
Well, we have an appeal situation here where a replay was called and Guatemala appealed it, saying Riveros wouldn't have been able to get that ball. Call stands. Oh, wow, a little bit lucky, Rodriguez, but you know what? If you don't swing, you don't hit the front wall with the ball. Little smile from her. She looks at her coach, Tom Travers. She'll take it. 0 serving 0.
Back to the I formation. Right side. Set up.
First point for Guatemala. So again, Guatemala switch sides.
Near side crack, right side winner.
Short serve called.
Short serve called. Look good here. We'll look at our replay camera.
So in an I formation, if you're serving against an I formation, your objective really is to try to get that ball into the middle and get to that second player. So more of a jam serve might work in this situation.
Correct. They haven't used it yet. We're not going to argue with the success that Travers and team have had, so they know what they're doing.
The #1 seeds in this tournament, having won their group, including defeating Mexico. Over on court number 4, the USA are just starting against Chile in their women's doubles. We'll keep you updated with their score.
Great return of serve by Gabby. Wrapping the ball around. Riveros returned it from the back wall, but wasn't able to get it into return.
Again, Rodriguez serving to that right side, the forehand of Riveros, but no guile in that serve. No effort to get that with some angle into the back, and Amaya. Point for Guatemala, 2 serving 0. So here we have an appeal.
I'm suggesting that the call was a legal serve and there's an appeal for short.
Second serve coming up. There's a good example of how an appeal system can work and help get a call overturned. I guess it was first serve. I think what she was saying is that the ball hit Gabby's shirt on the way forward, therefore a replay was called.
Well, if they agreed that it did, then it would be second serve because it would be a fault. So not sure we know what the outcome was. They replayed it, not sure why.
Well, Guatemala don't mind. They have a third point, having taken the first 15-11. Martinez serving to the right side, and Riveros.
First winner, outright winner by Maya since early in game one. She was able to attack that ball. Visual hinder replay.
Beautiful forehand down the left side, Martinez. Still 0-3, second server.
I'd investigate some serves to Maria Renee, right side.
And another flick of the wrist from Rodriguez and a smile between the two Guatemalans. They'll take the side out, 3-0.
Say if they go with that jam we were talking about. They did that, they came to the right side. Sidewall right side, bounce, middle, and then forcing Riveros to the backhand. That's a serve I'd give to Maria Renee when Colombia comes back in.
Wide angle pass down the left side, Martinez. Gary, here's an example where players, even though they traditionally play one side over another, it's important to practice playing the other side just in case. And here's an example where Rodriguez is playing the left, Martinez is playing the right, yet we almost never see that in their play.
That's accurate.
Side out Colombia, 0-5.
Back to that left side high lob. Winner.
Great teamwork from the two Guatemalans. They will play the winner of the match on court 4 between the United States and Chile. Chile lead 2-1. It's early in game 1.
See that Guatemala's hand went up, asking for a second down. No call. Nice touch on Maya right side.
And here's the appeal. It looked like 2 bounces from here. You got the best view in the house. Call stands.
So they lose one of their 3 appeals, Tim. 3 appeals per game. Great serve. Left up.
Smart shot, Rodriguez. You saw how she pushed Amaya over to the left side, put it down the right. 5, serving 1.
This format has to take its toll on Riveros as well, because she's playing at least 80% of the shots. A lot of angst. Probably not used to this style as well. Winner.
Half out.
It's a great camera angle there, Laura. One of the rare ceiling balls we've had. Now she wraps it around. Riveros taking it early. And handcuffs Martinez on the left side wall. Hey, they're down 4, but look at the score. It's only 5-1. 1-5.
Half out called. Amaya didn't like it, but good shot from Guatemala. Second server. Little conversation between the two Colombians.
When are they going to go right side, Tim? Point. Now it's 2-5.
Well, you can see the fist pump from Martinez.
Had she let that ball go, Tim, would have wrapped around, and Rodriguez may not have been waiting for it.
All Martinez on that point, covering the backcourt well. A point for Guatemala. Slowly edging closer to this second game and a place in the medal rounds. Wow, look at the footwork from Martinez, backpedaling to take that on her forehand. She rips a winner and another point for Guatemala. It has to be frustrating for the Colombian pair to be in this situation.
Absolutely. They had high hopes, but they're not out of it. They still have to play the game. That's not going to help. Timeout on the floor, folks. It will be 8 serving 2. Guatemala trying to close this out and play tomorrow in the semi. We'll be back.
Just a reminder, we're here at the 2018 Pan Am Championships in Temuco, Chile. Last year we were in Costa Rica. Ronda Racich, current defending champion for the women, is here and advanced this morning over Maria Jose Vargas from Argentina in 2 straight games. So we'll be seeing her tomorrow in the semifinals. Also advancing is the finalist to Racich last year, Paola Longoria. She advanced over Jasmine Sabja from Bolivia in 2 straight games. David Bobby Horn from the United States overcame Pedro Castro from Canada. Word from Pedro when I spoke to him after was he was injured in game 1 and therefore struggled to put up that fight in game 2, and we wish him a quick recovery. On court, though, we have 8 serving 2. First server. Timeout favored Colombia. Martinez.
Gabby would like that one back. She knows she can make that touch.
So you see they're now switching to a more traditional formation. But another point for Guatemala. She hit that one cleanly on her backhand, Amaya. 2 serving 9. Going to the left side again. Point for Colombia. Error from Martinez. Martinez may be a little too aggressive on those returns, Gary, taking them fairly high.
She's not going to change her game style. She held up. Now, will they honor an avoidable?
It looks like they will. No complaints from Riveros. Had Martinez swung, that would have left.
And Amaya was saying, thank you very much. I already have one bruise on my hand. I don't want one on my fill in the blank. Winner.
Nine serving 4. Winner to play USA or Chile tomorrow in the semifinals.
Should be avoidable. Hand out. No complaints. Maria Murray telling Riveros, thank you very much for not swinging.
Well, it's good to see they're still enjoying it, even though the competition is fierce.
That was a great serve, Tim. Jammed it right in the middle. Errant shot right side by Riveros.
Just a reminder, we have more matches coming up today, including men's doubles. Costa Rica and Bolivia will round out our last match of the day. Fumero stands to my left. He's excited to be on the live stream.
Their winner. 4 points from. So. There's an appeal. Cunha explaining to both lines people his call. They'll either agree with his call with the thumb up or disagree with the thumb down. Whenever the outcome, they replayed the point. It was 10-4 again. Now it's 11-4.
Martinez with the jam serve, got what she wanted. Coming up next on this court, women's doubles, Argentina, Mexico. Could be a classic. We hope you stay with us.
Great shot by Riveros. Wide angle, handcuffed Rodriguez. After the last few backhands by Amaya, one wouldn't know that she has a bruised hand, Tim. But the forehand certainly is compromised. With the backhand, she's able to snap through it.
Which is why you see her on the left side. Traditionally, she plays that right side. Riveros, she needs points.
So 3 consecutive ceiling balls. Columbia decided to shoot the next one, and it cost them. Hand out.
4 points away.
Gabriela Martinez serving. Lives in Guatemala City, Guatemala, the capital. 2 bounce called. Now it's 12-4, 3 points for match.
Terrific hands from Martinez on the left side. Riveros, I think, wants a timeout. She's going to get one. It's their final timeout of this match. Just a reminder, coming up next, we have Argentina-Mexico women's doubles. And after that, men's doubles, Costa Rica-Bolivia. They played each other last year on our stream, and it was quite an adventure for all of us watching. A very spicy match. So we'll see whether those 4 can come up with another classic. We hope you stick with us. Of course, we'll be here streaming the semis and finals over the next 2 days here in Temuco, Chile. 5 courts here at Centro Deportivo. Great hospitality. We appreciate all the staff and officials who've put this together and helped keep us on track to get through the day. Tremendous excitement all through the day, as this is the medal round. Winners go advance to the semifinals, guaranteed a bronze medal. Losers, well, you get points for your team, but maybe no individual medals for yourself.
So that's a dead ball serve. Not a dead ball serve, it's a false serve. The ball hit her partner on its way to being able to push her hand up, so it'll be honored. Dead ball hinder called by Sergio Acuna. First serve. That's an example, Tim, where it was second serve. There was play during the rally, dead ball hinder, it reverted back to first serve.
Match point number 1, Martinez goes down the middle, puts it down, takes the second game, takes the match. Guatemala advanced to the semifinals, 15-11, 15-4. Colombia fought hard, but Amaya's injury clearly affected their play, and we hope Amaya has a speedy recovery from that. Gary, your final thoughts?
Well, as you said, Tim, we would have liked to have seen an even playing field. It wasn't. Christina obviously hurting, but being the competitor she is, decided to play and went down. We wish Guatemala well in the semis, and stay tuned, folks. We have more matches coming up.